This is one of my favorite things. It's the ultimate hack for preserving leftovers and food, and it smells like beeswax, and it doesn't have any toxins in it, and it's good for the environment, and it's like worth the purchase. Lasts up to a year with proper care, and much better than plastic, and plastic. It's called Beeswax, and we've been on a mission to try to cut out as much chemicals and toxic stuff out of our life, and I've stopped almost using any kind of Ziploc bags. I very rarely use plastic, only if we're going on a special trip and we need some way or form to package up certain foods like backpacking, etc. But even then, I found biodegradable bags. So this is a cotton cloth that is a sustainable food storage technique. You can buy them at Amazon. It's been coated in beeswax and some other natural things. It lasts up to a year. I have many sizes and many shapes, and they are reusable and washable. They're great for sandwiches, for wrapping up your leftover vegetables. You know, you could put anything in there, close it up, and it, from the heat of your hands, the beeswax molds it. Take half a pepper, whole pepper, whatever. I wrap it up, and I just use my hands to softly, gently mold it, and it creates an airtight, well, fairly airtight barrier, and it actually preserves my leftover veggies a lot longer. Again, sandwiches, crackers, whatever you want to put in there. Don't put any oil-based items. If I have something that might be leaking, I also buy this parchment paper, and I use it to wrap certain things. The best thing about this is it is biodegradable, and it's chlorine free, and it's compostable. Another thing that I love about these is they're easy to store, have all shapes and sizes. My favorite has to be for my bread, and I can fit a whole loaf of bread in here. It keeps it nice and fresh. We have decreased the amount of trash we have been creating, and both BPA and BPS plastics are in fact unhealthy and release toxins that they're just figuring out the side effects of the new replacement. So, cleaning. How do you clean these things? All you need is a bowl of warm water. Do not use harsh soaps. So this one I had some snackies wrapped in it. And all you do is you put it in the warm water. You could run it under, I just rinse this under the faucet to not have a bunch of noise. I'm just doing it this way. And a cloth that doesn't have too many lint on it, you know, too much yuckies on it. I just wipe it down. This gets anything that is stuck on off. So under warm running water, not hot. I clean off any crumbs that might have found their way. The more you use it, the more you'll notice that it's going to have natural spots where, you know, a tomato might have stained it, or some chili pepper or something, and that's okay. There we go. So I've wiped it off. And then another thing I like to do, because you're like, what about disinfecting? If you feel the need to disinfect, this is 100% vinegar. I just spray it on, wipe it off. And vinegar will not make it stink, but it does an amazing job at disinfecting. Yay! You can use mild soap. My favorite is just good old Dr. Bronner's. And then just let them dry and refold them and reuse them over and over again. I have had this one for several months. My oldest one is this one, and John takes these to work, so he puts them through a lot of use. This one has tons of just like, you could see all the bends in it. It's not dirty, it's just had a lot of hot sauce leak out of it over the months onto it, so all the little orange marks is hot sauce. These bio bags are also awesome. These are also compostable, and by using those, I hardly ever need these. These are like once in a blue moon. If you have vegetables or foods and you're trying to preserve them, I'm obsessed with mason jars. I have every size, tall and large. I use these for lunches, overnight oats. If you have leftover onion, put it in the jar, close it up. Leftover lettuces or greens, put it in a larger jar, close it up. It will last longer this way in the refrigerator, and you're not using plastics. I have a whole drawer of these. I have also purchased the plastic version, and you can find these at Target, or you can find them on Amazon, and they are fantastic. So yes, this is plastic, however it doesn't rust, and as long as it's like not touching my food. So I think that's it. This is pretty much how I preserve all my leftovers and foods, and I feel like it's healthier, and I feel like I'm doing my personal part and not adding to the landfills.